Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some interesting news coming out over here when it comes to the brand new Nintendo news. Now, we sometimes cover up other gaming consoles, as I'm sure you guys have seen, but for this, we've actually seen something very, very nifty, where we have a brand new Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom console coming out very, very soon. Now, some folks are kind of curious too as well if there's going to be any more rumors on the Switch Pro, which I don't really think is going to be happening, but at least these consoles and these early leaks so far have been looking very, very dope, and as well, some kind of little interesting Nintendo news. So if you guys ever want more Nintendo videos, I guess leave a comment down below. But I'm always a big fan of seeing new consoles, new iterations, new things to blow all my money on, and all of that. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow, say hi, or whatever. We'll have the Target Amazon links too, and let's dive into the video. So as I'm sure you guys have heard, we have a brand new Zelda game coming out in the next few months. But typically we've been seeing, well, Nintendo trying their best to keep on selling out these old either OLED new iteration consoles such as the Pokemon consoles or Splatoon consoles. But now we actually have a brand new one that is seemingly in the leaks right now. And it does look pretty cool. So as I mentioned, we haven't really been seeing too much Switch Pro news, and hopefully it is being worked on in the background, or at least we know something might be happening with it. But right now, the big news is that we do seem to have a brand new Switch. Now, first and foremost, you guys can kind of see like the leaked images and everything over here. You guys, well, obviously, can see it on the screen. Let me know in the comment section down below. Is this something you guys are interested in? Are you guys going to go get them? Or are you guys kind of like me, where we're kind of at the end of the Switch life cycle, and I'm kind of ready to just move on and finally get a Switch Pro, but, well, sadly, it hasn't happened yet. So, right now, we're seeing a lot of leaks, a lot of evidence. We have a few more things I'll show you guys over here for the brand new Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Switch hardware. So the golden console supposedly featuring artwork from the game has now appeared as of like last year, but as well, I've also been seeing it now floating around. So you guys can kind of see some of the cool like leaks in general. So I'm gonna do a quick little zoom through over here where we're seeing like the really cool, number one, like the pin, the little Zelda pin over here. We're seeing all the weird textures of like that futuristic, but not futuristic, weird time travel things. If you guys have played Zelda, you guys know what I mean. I love the golden color scheme, by the way, in the actual controllers themselves. And of course, you guys can see like the little charging dock in general, or like whatever this is usually called, with like the Hyrule symbols, the Triforce symbols, the birds, and everything in between. And in all honesty, I kind of think it looks pretty dope. Now, we've also been seeing some other things out here in real life of like the actual console itself. So you guys can kind of see the artwork over here. Like, I'm not really sure how this got leaked or who's even seen this or if this video is going to get taken down. If it is, I hope you guys leave a like and enjoy it. But as you guys can kind of see, they're kind of seeing the actual marketing itself, where you have Link himself floating across the sky. Tears of the Kingdom itself over here, and of course the controller and the Joy-Con docks. Now, I'm not really sure if this is meant to be the controller in real life. I don't think so, because it looks like they're playing Pokemon, but apparently some folks have had a chance to have this literally as of like 12/29. It's kind of just been making its way all around the internet verse as of this second. So it looks both on like some folks out here are kind of saying like this is maybe looking a little bit on the faker side, but just on the fact that we've been seeing the details, and it does look actually pretty good, and there's been more evidence kind of slowly being leaked on out. So I'm going to probably assume, based on all this information, that I think it seems real so far. Now, we haven't seen this announced as of yet, and maybe they might do another Nintendo Direct in the upcoming few weeks, or maybe a big tweet, or a reveal, or like a special YouTube video, or whatever it might be. Like, you don't necessarily really have to announce it per se, because we've had multiple different consoles already. But like, just based on all these pictures, I mean, this looks pretty realistic. I mean, it could be a render, and maybe people are just misconstruing, I don't know. But if you look at the controllers and control schemes, it like looks real. Like, it actually looks really generally good. So I'm just gonna assume it is. Like, there's kind of no reason not to. We've seen it for Splatoon. We've seen it for all the other various games, like all the big AAA Nintendo games. There's almost no real reason for it to, well, not be a real actual thing. Like, you guys can see like all the box artwork and everything else with it. I just think it looks kind of cool at the end of the day. So apparently this is like, I'm not sure, maybe it's like these are trial runs, maybe these are testing units, but you guys can kind of see like this is like physically in package in boxes. So I just think it seems a lot more likely than not. Now, we've also been seeing these two as well, like the zoom-ins. You guys can see the actual Zelda logos tied on in, and that's kind of where a lot of folks are kind of getting all these leaks too as well. So it does seem like way, way cooler than we've expected so far. At least kind of the cool stuff with this one. So basically images have been kind of appearing as of recently, but Nintendo has been showcasing up even more. And it also kind of shows up more the logo. I think the logo thing, as I just highlighted over there, is a little bit more intriguing for the collector's edition, because with that, it kind of shows it's from the game. It's consistent with the game branding. So all these early leaks and all these other various things that have been making their way around the internet does add a little bit more credibility to it as well, which, I mean, we sometimes see stuff always floating around in general. And we've also, as I mentioned too, we've seen Splatoon consoles, we've seen Pokemon consoles, so there's almost kind of no real reason for this to not be a proper console. Now, especially if Nintendo wants to go and try to sell this at $70 too as well, which I'm still upset about and still want to cry myself to sleep about, because that is just so expensive, you guys have no idea, then, well, at least they can hopefully maybe do a better bundle, and if you buy this, you can maybe hopefully get the game together and save some money. I'm not really sure, but it does kind of seem like this leak is looking legit. But it also has not like kind of avoided a lot of folks from this most recent like event, you know, the most recent Nintendo Direct, because a lot of folks have been kind of calling out even Nintendo even more, because if you guys don't know, they've actually been trying their best to promote out this online console stuff, Mario Kart, all these various games, and everything in between. And well, people are kind of like, bro, it's a cool idea, but how about you launch this when the console first comes out? Or how about you keep these offers better? Or have like a roadmap? Or do anything better? Because it does seem like the Nintendo community is a little bit more on the upset side. So as with the new Nintendo console maybe arriving soon, see either for the Switch Pro or this brand new Zelda one I just mentioned, and they need to make sure that Switch Online is going to be good if it wants to keep on, well, being a part of this digital footprint. So as this year's first Nintendo Direct debuted earlier this month, featuring a lot of news on previously announced games, DLC expansions, and remasters of older titles. This has led some to speculate that the successor of the Switch may be coming out before too long. If this is the case, the next Nintendo console will need to launch Nintendo Switch Online right out of the gate. And that's true because, bro, like, nowadays it's 2023. We need to make sure the online is working good. Online multiplayer. Think Smash, think Switch, think, I don't know, like Mario Kart, whatever it might be, Mario Party. There's even sometimes still games out there that are just not good. Like, the online net code's bad. People can't connect. People disconnect. And, like, you'd even be on a wire connection, it's just not solid. Or the same thing, too, with Switch Online in terms of games. We have these online subscriptions, like a PS Plus or Game Pass. Like, yeah, it's only like $2, $3, $4, whatever your subscription plan is. But, bro, people want to play online games. Like, even kids, even adults. I mean, like, Switch isn't my go-to thing. I'd rather be on PC or Xbox or PS5 or whatever. But at the same time, like, bro, like, give us some good stuff. So as originally released in 2017, the Switch did not come with any major online features, and players were able to jump online for free. Which, do you guys remember that when Switch was actually free online? Yeah, good times. I kind of remember that. This changed when the Nintendo Switch Online launched in 2018, including the ability to play older Nintendo Entertainment System titles, eventually expanded to Super Nintendo as well. The controversial expansion pack tier launched in 2021, charging more for access to Nintendo 64 games. One issue is it took Nintendo a while to roll out these features, and if the next console does not launch with them included, it could be detrimental to the company. Now, I think a lot more folks are kind of still concerned on just the, like, what if we get a Switch Pro now? But it's just not good. Like, what if, like, at this point it feels like it's a PS4, and a PS4 is already starting to get pretty dated? Like, I mean, it works, but you want to have something really good. Like, think like the Steam Deck. Like, the Steam Deck is the competition, not the PS5 or Xbox, and those can literally go play, like, Elden Ring and, like, all these other various high-end games. Now, it's not going to be running at 60 FPS 4K and a little controller, but, like, that's the competition. So if Steam can do it, why can't Nintendo? And that's why it kind of makes the Switch Pro a bit more scary. But you also have the fact of, like, not launching with good online. Like, yeah, you could sell really cool consoles. Like, looking at these Switch, like, Nintendo Zelda consoles, these are dope. Like, I would buy this. I think this is awesome. But at the same time, like, if you don't have a good online system, you're going to get left in the dust. Like, when mobile games right now are doing well. But at the same time, too, if you're not actually selling these subscription plans or PS Plus plans, everything in between, what's also the point after that? Like, just literally everything with it's just not good. It's just not what people want at the end of the day. And yeah, you can maybe get good PR from being Nintendo, offering people a 10% raise and making sure your employees are good. But if you're also trying to go get that $70 price tag on all of your brand new games, and people don't really know what's going on, and people get upset and scared and just, I don't know, you just have to spend money nonstop for online that barely works, or having no good Game Boy features where these things were released 30 years ago, and then people just go and pirate them, or like use emulators instead. Like, Nintendo's kind of making themselves fall in a bad hole if they just, well, don't stick with it. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts. So number one, do you guys think the console looks cool? I mean, I think leak-wise, I think it looks awesome. I think this is actually really, really cool to go and see. I myself, if I didn't have a Switch, I'd probably buy it. I think it looks cool. I think I like the designs of it and cool. I'd buy it. Now, if this was a Switch Pro, though, oh, I'd be like waiting outside the door at a GameStop to try to get this at midnight. Maybe run some YouTube streams or whatever. I don't know. But guys, yeah, Nintendo has been kind of going through it. Some people are a little bit upset and worried about the future of the console, worried about the price points, and of course, a little hyped up on this brand new collector's edition, limited edition Zelda Console. So, a little bit of a late night video. If you guys don't mind, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. We have the Target links down below. We have the Amazon links down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.